Right, so this is the third page of the Square-1 example solve forum on speedsolving.com. So there are 14 scrambles, and we'll just go through all 14 of them and do example solve on them. So yeah. Right, so for the first scramble, we have L and 222. So I would just do a Z2 in this position. And so I got an even count from this orientation. So it's already set up how I would do it for an even count. So we bring this L, and then we reduce this to square shield, and then from here we reduce to square square. Now we have T and kite. So I do this, do a -3 on the bottom, a small move in the same direction, and then one slice to finish off. And now we have W on top, and this is D on the bottom. So what I do is JJ, top and bottom, to get into KK. And then from there we would, So like this, we do JJ, and then we get into KK. And yeah, that's it. Right, so for the second scramble, we have left 4-2 and pair on the bottom. So in this orientation, I probably just rotate Z2. So I got an even count from this counting orientation, and for this we just pair up the two pairs and get scallop, scallop, and from here it's quite straightforward. And we have cut and tie. So we line it up like this, do an F move on top, and then do a D prime, and then we finish off with two slices. Now we have Aj and K here. So what I do is add Aj on the bottom, and then we cancel into just J on the bottom and cancel into the bar flip. And yeah. Right, so for the third scramble, we have right pawn and scallop. I got an odd count for this. So for what I do is 6-2, and then pair this scallop with this L, and then from here reduce to scallop kite, and so on. So now we have kite, kite. This is good kite, kite, which is just one slice. And now we have E on top, and this is G on the bottom. So we line things up like this. Do good RR from this angle, and then we're left with JJ. Yeah, and that's how we solve that. Right, so for the fourth scramble, we have L and left 5-1. So from here, I just do a Z2 rotation. Now, I got an even count for this for CSP. So we just line up the L's like this, slice to reduce to 4-1-1, and then we pair the L's in the back to make a kite, and then the rest is just scallop kite. Now we have C-op, C-op, which is just two slices. And now we have MD, which is from this angle. Make sure this block is not preserved, and we misalign both layers. So then we do JJ from this angle into SS. And then we cancel into the bar flip. Yeah. Right, so for the fifth scramble, we have shield, shield. And we got an even count, which is literally just, it's already set up. Just one slice to barrel, barrel, and then into square, square. Yeah. So now this is good cut kite. So we do M2 from here, and then one slice to finish off. So now we have CB. If you notice, the pseudo blocks and the B blocks are misaligned, which means we actually have good CB. So what we do here is we kind of line this up like this. A bit hard to describe the alignment, but basically because op-op will cause the top layer to do a U2 on top, swaps these two edges and then does a U2. We want this pseudo G block that's disconnected from the the headlights to be in the back. Normally, if this were on the bottom, we want it to be this block to be in the front. But and so for B is quite straightforward because headlights in the back, the J is in the front. So we do M2 like this, but then from here we cancel into JR, I mean, and then we finish off like this. This is how we do CB, but yeah, you get used to it. Right, so for the 6th scramble, we have right pawn and left fist. So for this, I got an even count. So to do this, we basically we line them up like this, and we reduce to shield square. And then from here, from here it's just reduced to square, yeah. Now, we have gem squid. This is actually just CPEP, but with, COEO, but we want to break up the gem. And then kind of like this, and then M2 to finish off. So now we have, what's this? A GA. So we want to do a J in the back here. So I'll do JJ in the back, which means we want to align this pair like this block, such that it's not preserved, in the back like this, and we do a JJ here. So JJ in the back into a NJ. So this color is the same as this, so we will do the N like this, and then just ADF. Right, so for the 7th scramble, we have left fist and shield. I got an odd count for this, so it's already set up like this. So we just do 1 slice to 3-3, and we leave this L as it is, and just move the top slice and reduce to good pawn, and from here it's quite straightforward. So now we have Yoshi and bird. So this is bad Yoshi bird. So we line things up like this and do a corner M2, and then from here it's just 2 slices to finish off. Right, so now we have A and G. So again, 2 CP. So again, J in the back here. So we'll line things up like this, so we can do JJ in the back. And then now we just do JN. So I'm just gonna do just this one. And then, yeah, that's it. All right, so for the 8th scramble, we got left pawn. I got an odd count for this. So for this, we just reduce to 4-4, and then straight into, yeah, square like this. So now we have good cut. So this is just 1 slice to M2. Right, and then now we have C PJ. So for this, we line up the PJ in front like this, and this pseudo G block that's attached to the headlights in the front like this. So we do Aj from here, and we cancel into the JR alg, and then we cancel into the bar flip like this. And yeah. Right, so for the 9th scramble, we have 6 and L. I got an odd count for this. So the way we do this is to break off this scallop from the right here, and then from here it just reduces to scallop kite like that. Right, now we have right axe, left axe. So we just put both axes upright. So we slice and do an F move on this layer, and then from here it's just a 3 slicer. Yeah. Right, so now we have C, and this is B. So now we look at the pseudo blocks. These pseudo blocks are of the same alignment, which means we have bad CB, so which means nothing. There's no cancellation, so we just do M2, and because the bar is flipped, we do this one. Oops, from the wrong orientation. Sorry. You do it across from the headlights. So you do M2 like this, and then RJ. So yeah. Right, so for the 10th scramble, we have kite shield. And I got an odd count for this. So for this, we will do a 6 on top. Line the kite up like this. And then from here, we reduce into square square this way. So now we have left axe and squid. So we line it up like this. Bring the squid head across the slice. And then there's 2 slices to finish off from here. All right, so now we have R and A here. So this is good RA. So we line it up like this and just do CPEP because we'll get good UUs like this. And yeah, that's it. All right, so for the 11th scramble, we have left pawn and right fist. So we got an odd count for this. So we line this L like this and reduce it like this to good pawn, and then from here we reduce as per normal. So T and kite. So now we line these black edges directly above each other. So now we do a U prime and then small move in the opposite direction, and then 1 slice to finish off, or 2 slices to finish off, I mean. Right, so now we have PJ, and this is D. So for PJD, we do edge here and edge like this to reduce into JJ. And yeah, that's it. All right, so for the 12th scramble, we have L left 5-1. So I got an odd count for this, so I'll probably do a Y2 rotation like this. So we do a 6, line the 2 L's like this, slice, and rejoin the 2 L's in front to make a kite, and then from here scallop kite as per normal. Now we have right knight, left axe, so again line them up both like this, M2, and then 2 slices to finish off. Right, so now we have W on top, and this is B on the bottom. So for this case, we can do an N on both layers to get P on the bottom and S on top. And then, yeah, so from here, and then here is just PS, and then cancel into the bar flip, yeah. Right, so we're on the 13th scramble now. We have left fist, left fist. So got an even count for this. So for this, we just do line the 2 L's to make the kite in front. And then from here, it's just shield kite as per normal. So now we have bird and hazard. So for this, what I do is line this bird with this knight, pseudo knight, and then cross the remaining pair over the slice, and then 2 slices to finish off. And now we have U on top and G on the bottom. So this is just 2 CP. So JN like this into JJ with the bar flip. And yeah. Alright, so on the last scramble now, we have shield, right pawn. I've got an even count for this. So for this, we line it up like this and do the 3-3 corner swap thing. And then now we reduce it to scallop kite and so on. Right, so now we have T, cut. And so we line these black edges like this. Do an F on the bottom, another D move, D prime on the bottom, and then just finish off like this. So now we have KP. So for KP, we line it up like this, and then this is just a 5 mover. And then cancel into the bar flip. And yeah, that's it.